And here we go. Fox 61, Connecticut Office of Tourism, or the Arts. I'm do so much with tourism that it just like rolls off my tongue here. Right. So we're talking about the Connecticut Office of the Arts and the Connecticut Department of Education have partnered on the Connecticut Creative Futures.
Yeah, we're just trying to get the word out there about how many different opportunities there are to have a creative career in Connecticut. And joining us now is the founder and artistic director of Seven Angels Theater in Waterbury, Semina De Laurentis. Semina, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me.
Glad to have you here, a Waterbury native coming to us from Torrington. But why don't you start by telling us how the theater started? I guess it was a great story that takes you all the way to Los Angeles back in the 1980s. You had, I guess, a bit role in some TV shows like LA Law and Growing Pains. But what happened after that?
Well, I was working in Los Angeles. There was a writer's strike that lasted more than 2 months. I decided to come home, visit my family. And while I was visiting my family, I got involved in an art study in Waterbury. And one of the questions was, there's no professional theater here in Waterbury. You can't have it. You can't support it. There's not a place for it. So I decided to experiment and invited the New York cast of Nonsense to come to Waterbury for 3 weeks and perform. And with that, we sold out. We proved within the art study that the town will support something for more than one night a week, and they'll pay the ticket price, and you can have theater anywhere. And that was it. I went back to Los Angeles with that proven, and just started to get lots of calls and email. No, there was no email back then. calls and what was next, and there was nothing next. I hadn't planned anything like that. So, but I live by the philosophy of don't be 60 years old and wonder what if. I'm now past 60, but back then it came to mind, and I thought I'm going to go back and get something started. Convince 6 other angels to help get it started, which becomes Seven Angels Theater. And 2 years I thought I'd be there, and I'd go back to what I do. And 31 years later, I'm still here. So that's kind of it, with no regrets.
Yeah, that is so wonderful here. And whether I'm talking tourism, arts, or ed, what I love is to talk about opportunities for young people. You have some great programs there. Speak to how young people are involved in what you're doing.
Well, from the very beginning, we thought it was important to have educational programs. So from acting classes to performance opportunities to writing classes, we have a myriad of programs that are available to the youth. Probably the program that we're most proud of right now it's now in its 17th year, and that's the High School Halo Awards. And we have approximately a little over 80 high schools across the state. And it's and at the end of every year we have it's like the Tony Awards for high schools. And throughout the year we will send adjudicators. They go to see all the shows, and they assess the shows. And then at the end of the year we have a celebration at the Palace Theater in Waterbury. It's now up to 3 nights, of which we take the regions of the state. And these high schools come together and cheer each other on. And we award them, we recognize them. It's really quite an incredible program. And it's free to all the high schools to be involved. So it's and high schools from public, private, and parochial across the state. Yeah.
And this may be a related question. There's that old saying that sometimes the hardest step to take in a journey is the first step. So what would you say to a young person out there who's maybe interested in a career in the stage and the screen, but either doesn't know how to go about it or might be a little timid to try to take that first step?
They should get involved with any programs they might have at their school. There's a lot of community programs in the region, community theater. Attend as much theater as they can. There's incredible professional theaters throughout the state, Hartford Stage, Long Wharf, Seven Angels Theater, and attend as much as you can. Our Halo Award attendees can come to Seven Angels for free in order just to see theater and have it be accessible. And then for them for screen, watch old movies. Old movies are incredible in terms of the acting, and also to see how the camera work was done. And then just really observe, ask questions, know what you know what you don't know. Don't be afraid to ask questions and learn. And there's so many opportunities, not on stage and in front of the camera. There's incredible opportunities backstage and behind the camera, as you could see in your own studio, right? So so we're trying to encourage technical schools, the technical training schools, to also offer classes in the arts to those students, so that it's not just construction of houses. Right. You can learn about set construction. Oh, it's not just wiring your house. Yeah. It's incredible.
Incredible indeed. Certainly appreciate your time. Thank you for the work that you're doing, especially with our young people, and good luck with all your endeavors. Want to remind you, we are promoting careers in the arts regularly. Connecticut Creative's future will also include profiles of local artists and live art-themed activities. Every Friday, we do it right here at 10.
Yeah, so no matter what kind of artist you are or aspire to be, you can create your own creative future. Here's the website to remember, fox61.com/CTArts.
All right, keep it right here.